rushing me. Relax, chill, all right?
Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl. Bring your downstairs.
White yeah. I think I left something in the house.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Come on. Hey.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Our game. Vikings and Eagles, the second of two on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Philadelphia! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. The point after through the raindrops up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Gets around him, and he's got room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. He stiff-arms him, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the red zone now, Newton steps away. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Cam's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On first down, it's Newton. Incomplete, right side to Cook. No gain, and it's second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready, break.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
The Eagles had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 38. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Throwing is Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Aaron Sipos on to punt as he'll get this one away now.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Again, Newton. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now Newton on first down. That is caught by Thielen. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. To the air again, Newton. Touchdown! Herb Smith Jr., 26 yards. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Newton's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The tight end in motion right. They'll run with Cook. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Cook.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got him. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Newton takes it himself. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try to sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? Remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Hurts to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run the option left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hey, smash Broncos!
Another run with Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Let's go now.
Going for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Throwing is Newton. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's Newton. This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Newton. That's going to be caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the